Hello, commanders and YouTubers alike. Welcome to This Side of the Dark, where I talk about the current and future features of Elite Dangerous and speculate upon them. Today we have a special guest on the channel today, Commander Felicia, otherwise known on Twitch TV as Raindasher. Welcome to the channel.
Hi.
Nice. So, how long have you been playing?
I started playing like a few months before Horizons came out and was released, so however long that's been.
Sweet. So probably about 5 or 6 months, something like that.
Roughly, yeah.
Awesome. What's your favorite ship so far in the game?
What was that?
What is your favorite ship in the game so far?
I like the APC, but I haven't had one yet, and I really want one.
The APC.
Uh-huh.
Oh, which one's that?
It's like this really, I don't know how to explain it. I believe it's it's like heavy firearm base, so there's a lot of weapons and stuff.
What's it called again?
It's an APC, I think? Or
APC.
ASP, something like that?
Oh, the ASP.
Or yeah, ASP.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the ASP Explorer.
Ah. Sweet. Yeah, it is a pretty nice ship. It's the one I'm flying right now, as everybody can see.
6 weapon hard points, great turning radius, lots of storage.
Yeah, it's a pretty good ship. And it's very good for exploration as well.
Definitely.
Speaking of which, news today, some of the other commanders that are on my friends list reported that apparently there's a permit now required for one of the bases out in the Pleiades Nebula. Let's go take a look at the galaxy map and take a look. Let's go in there and see. I'm off tracking a little bit, but so yeah, there seems to be a lot of system permits required for different places. Also out in around Bernard's Loop. This information comes from Obsidian Ant that several systems in Bernard's Loop, as well as the Horsehead Nebula, require permits. Not too sure what this means for. Yeah, so what this means for future updates, it could mean that this is where where an alien race is going to be featured in a future update in Elite Dangerous. But it could also be, since 2.1 is just released, it could be just bugs in the system in those areas. What are your thoughts on this, Alicia?
Hold on, I'm having ship problems. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to dock. Give me 1 sec. Okay. Let me dock.
Yeah.
Alright. Go ahead and repeat the question.
Oh yeah, so there's lots of permits required out there in Bernard's Loop and Horsehead Nebula. Information from Obsidian. This information comes from another YouTuber called his name's Obsidian Ant. speculation on that is this could be where an alien race will be featured in a feature update in Elite Dangerous, or it could be just these systems might be particularly glitchy and Frontier is still trying to work out the bugs for it. What do you think on this? Aliens or glitches?
Has it? Well, I haven't been able to explore that area, and I don't know anybody who has. Maybe you have, but if I was a game developer and of Elite Dangerous, I would definitely go with aliens. Not because it's the cliche or that's just what makes sense, because aliens are just awesome. It adds a new layer to the game. Everyone so far in the game has been human-based with different, there's different like factions, religions, whatever you want to call them, and there really isn't another race that's been introduced in this. It's just the humans have taken over the galaxy or the universe kind of thing, and I'd really like to see another race or class, if you will, of aliens with their own special ships, colors, modifications, and other similar things like that. I think that would be really cool, and it would really add a lot to the game.
I couldn't agree more. That would be pretty cool. The only information that I do have about other alien races, aside from the Thargoids, which may still make an appearance within Elite Dangerous, it comes from one of the engineers. Can't remember her name. But anyways, she made in one of her statements, she makes a comment about human aliens that look like humans. So that's kind of weird. But it could be kind of possible. I mean, it could be Frontier with other alien races could be taking a Star Trek kind of approach to it, and just like be pretty much kind of looking like humans, but with some extra features like bony eyebrow ridges or something similar to that kind of effect, so they can easily alter themselves to look like humans and infiltrate our systems. Some people might think that's not a good thing. Probably want more aliens. So like what you find in Star Wars with Wookiees and Trandoshan's and something really kind of weird and kind of cool looking, rather than just look like another shade of human. What do you think? Do you think it's a good idea to go with more human-looking aliens, or more way out there kind of looking aliens?
Well, I'm a huge fan of Firefly and the movie Serenity, and I really liked their approach by using the different classes and different races. In the movie, you see a lot of these creatures, if you will. You really can't call them aliens, but they're definitely creatures that are just, they're like manipulative, like they used to be human, but they just kind of taken on a new form due to being in space for so long. And I think it'd be really cool if they did something similar to that, something to kind of like mention and notice Firefly and Serenity in this game, like just kind of like a Easter egg, if you will. But by introducing a whole new class like that would be really cool. To introduce a bunch of new races into this game all at the same time may be a little overwhelming. I definitely would like to see content like that released over a period of time, over like, say, once a month or every other month kind of thing, to keep people coming back rather than dumping all of this like extreme amount of updates into one patch, and then people get overwhelmed, and then they do it all in like a month, and then they're done. They really want to see progress, release it once a month, every other month, drag it out, put quality effort and time into polishing all the little fine details and making it awesome, it could be great. But if done wrong, it'll be absolutely terrible.
Well, let's hope it's not done wrong then. Yes, that's all. Yeah, definitely. Kind of dragging it out a little bit and introducing a race here, a race there would probably be the best way to do it, I guess, for a small development team like Frontier, be able to get new features like that in. So speaking of races and peoples and stuff like that, let's get on to the speculation part of this. So as I'm going around doing missions in 2.1, looking at the portraits of the mission givers, I couldn't happen to notice the backgrounds behind them, showing what looks like insides of stations or rooms. You won't see it here in these mission givers on this particular station, aside for this guy with the plants. But in other stations, I've seen like a wall and what looks like a fish tank behind them, which is kind of interesting. My thought is this could be kind of sneak peek into interiors of stations, because we know David Braben wants that feature in Elite Dangerous eventually, and it may be coming next season. Because pretty sure next season is all about the first person gameplay of Elite Dangerous. Right now we're just as first person we're in just a cockpit and it's just our pilot in there. We can't move around or do anything other than look around our cockpit of a ship. But with the introduction of Commanders 2.3 coming later this year, and being able to craft the appearance of our commanders, we can see here from these NPCs portraits and stuff, different kind of hair features, facial features, some extra like sunglasses, tattoos, beards, and all of that kind of nifty stuff is probably what's coming when we get to craft our own commanders. I just don't want them looking like this guy in his portrait here. He looks a little stoned. He looks kind of okay in this one. So hopefully it's all good and stuff. Although we know that when sitting on a cockpit, when we be able to invite other commanders in a cockpit, I can't really say cockpits very well. Anyways, in our ships. Our helmets will pretty much almost always stay on while we're in space, but I think that we can take them off when we're inside stations. Don't quote me on that. That's just mainly speculation, but apparently that's how it may be working. So, having said that, I just have to say that that's pretty much another layer preparing for next season. You know, because it's apparently going to be definitely focusing around being able to walk around hopefully our ships. I would love to be able to walk around our ships, as well as the stations. But what do you think about this, Alicia? Do you think are we going to be able to walk around our ships first, or just portions of the stations?
You know, I played a lot, and I mean a lot, of the new Star Wars game, Star Wars Old Republic.
Oh yes, I do that too.
I really like space travel. I think I really don't like the on-rail system, and I like the free combat of Elite Dangerous, but I also like the fact that you can land on space stations, walk around, chill with your friends, just sit and hang out, which is fun. Sometimes, like, when me and friends play Elite Dangerous, we'll do some bounty hunting, and then we'll fly off and stop in the middle of nowhere and just chill, hang out, and float around together. But I mean, we're, after all, commanders and actual people. We're not big giant ships that are talking. So, in the whole aspect of roleplay, it would be really nice to be able to get out of your ship, go into a spaceport, go onto a planet, go to a cafe, head over to Earth, go check out one of the millions of cities on planet Earth. I mean, each planet's a 1-to-1 scale of actual planets. So there's millions of things, millions of possibilities available here. It's endless. It's absolutely endless. And all it's going to take is the developer's imagination of what can happen next. There could be planetary combat on foot. There could be, which kind of goes against Elite Dangerous, kind of like it's space combat sim RP kind of thing, but anything could be possible. And this game has been out for a while, and we see updates here and there, more and more things come out. Like we're really hoping and waiting on the 2-player ships, where you get 2 people to control one ship, which I think is really cool. Some of the bigger ships, I believe it's the Anaconda, can have a Sidewinder dock on it, things like that. That's really cool, and I'd like to see more of the working together in a common goal in this game than getting and releasing more things. I feel like this game has a lot of potential, but a lot of that potential isn't abused, and that's something that should be abused.
Yeah, I, for one, speaking of the Anaconda, I would love when we're able to walk around the ships, because I'm pretty holding out for that. So I definitely would love to go to the front of the Anaconda and hang out in that big observation deck on some planet, someplace, and just have like some kind of freaking party there with a bunch of other commanders or something like that. That'd be awesome. Of course, here's a speculation. I'm pretty sure that we will be able to walk around our ships. I think with that, we should be able to have some customization options. We already have bubbleheads and paint jobs for our cockpits, but what else can we have in here? Some decorations, pictures, or whatever else. I mean, sure, it's a space. I mean, you probably don't want to have like everything and the kitchen sink included put into your combat ship, but still, customization options, having little knickknacks in different places of your ship, customize the interior a little bit, for the fun and joy of being able to decorate your ship. That's, I think, would be an awesome feature, and I hope Frontier might actually put that in. What do you think about that?
I think Frontier needs to take some notes from a few games. The first game, I'd say they need to take notes from Phantasy Star Online. Phantasy Star Online had a lot of customization options available for characters and for your own little apartment. You had a little apartment, you can put the carpets, you can put lights, lamps, different beds, all kinds of stuff, and I think that's freaking awesome. Another game that you should take notes from, Star Wars Galaxies, SWG. The best MMO, in my opinion, okay, that has ever been made, ever in the history of ever. If you can think it, you can do it. If you want to customize your character, you can customize your character all the way down from the hair color, what you're wearing, the color of what you're wearing, everything. You could go take on any job and become anything you wanted, ever. I think if anything was going to happen with customization, they should definitely take notes from Star Wars Galaxies. You could create your own cities, build your own places, rent out your little houses to people or sell them to people. They can move in, join your clan, community, your city. Then you could go and get more materials to make your city bigger. You can have your own transport stop by there. Anything was possible in Star Wars Galaxies. Anything. Literally anything. If you have a chance to look at feature lists for Star Wars Galaxies, go do it. Unfortunately, the game isn't around anymore. Servers were shut down. It's a long time ago. I'm showing my age, but that's okay. You need to check that out. And if they can bring some of those features over to Elite Dangerous, where I can stop being strapped into this pilot seat and turn around, walk into my ship, being able to customize it, make it look like whatever I want, that'd be freaking awesome. Another game, Warframe. It's a free-to-play game. You can create, I believe what they call a dojo. It's for factions. And you can customize the rooms, where the rooms are, how big the rooms are, what goes in the rooms. Everything. Literally everything. And it's fantastic. Since so many games are doing these new things these days, like look at World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft has those new camps that you can, I can't remember the name of it, it'll come back to me later when it's important, that you can hire workers to go on missions. You can do all kinds of things in your little base. Player built bases, homes, houses, and then your friends can join you in your freaking city or whatever you want to call it. They can jump into your instance, hang out with you, do whatever, use all of your stuff, and you can go to their place. It's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. And because so many games are moving to this kind of like Second Life feel, in the literal sense of Second Life, and the game Second Life, I think that the potential and the future of Elite Dangerous is going to be magical, and it's going to be something, dare I say, delicious. It's going to be awesome, and I'm really excited. But all we have to do is wait for the developers. Hopefully they'll hear our pleas, hear our cries, our begs. Please, this is going to be awesome. Trust us. We play the game more than you do, and hopefully we get what we want, need, deserve, whatever your stance on entitlement is there. I think it could be awesome. And I can't stop saying awesome, because it can be that. It can be so much more than awesome, too. And I'm really excited. I'm really, really excited.
That's awesome. I gotta say, I never got to play Star Wars Galaxies before, but given the features, I would love to see that come back, or even a part of that come back to Elite Dangerous. That would be really cool. That would be really awesome. Being able to, like you said, being able to customize towns and make your own kind of outposts. Speaking of making something your own, I do know that a feature will be coming to Elite Dangerous at some point, where we will have our own little asteroid base. It could be the size of that little asteroid base in CQC, or it could be a little bit different, maybe a little bit smaller. Hopefully it's big enough to hold any class of ship and multiple ships. So it would be some place that we can put all the ships together, store modules, and all these other kind of features in which a lot of people, are clearly wanting. The full customization, putting trophies, trinkets, whatever you can think of into these little stations. That would be an extremely cool feature, and I think that would put probably draw even more people to Elite Dangerous. Just for those kind of features like that. The more customization, and the more kind of feeling that, okay, this is your commander, this is putting you in this seat and putting you in this universe, says a lot. It says a lot to players, says a lot to people looking into wanting to play games like this. And there's a lot, especially on the PC. So putting in these customization features would be really cool. And speaking of visiting Earth, I definitely want to do that when that comes. I think Atmosphere of Planets will be coming in season 4, so a couple more years. Not next year, but the year after. Not sure whether or not we'll be able to visit planets with life by then. Hopefully that will be a feature. That would be really awesome. One thing I can't wait that for these airless planets is volcanism, which isn't in the game yet, and hopefully will be coming soon. But that's all the time we have for this week. Commander Alicia, Raindasher, thank you for joining me.
It was an absolute pleasure. Thank you for having me.
No problem. To everybody else out there, stay safe, fly safe, and we'll see you next time. Take care.